Alright, first and foremost, I'm going to begin this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honor to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and mercy to the 144,000, the rest of the elect. I'm the brother Yawanathon, back with another quick lesson, Lord willing is edifying. And the title of this lesson is If AI Ruled the World. Alright, because you got this so-called white man, and he has his own vision of a kingdom of heaven, basically, a kingdom here on earth in which AI, artificial intelligence, governs the world. Alright, and that's nothing but a vain, demonic imagination. Alright, it's not biblical. There's nothing righteous about this. We know that you people of this world, you find this impressive, you enamored by it. It's almost like you want this transhumanism, cyborg world to exist. But see, we laugh at shit like this, man, because this is the ultimate pride of Esau, Edom. Alright, to try to create something like this. And we know the scriptures say he's going to fail miserably. Alright, this is not going to come to pass. Their visions of the future and their AI generated smart cities and stuff like that, it's not going to be successful. Alright, he's going to get a few places here and there. You know, he's going to establish a couple of these cities and stuff like that. But for him to have to sustain this thing, you know, to have an everlasting kingdom that's governed and ruled by artificial intelligence is nothing but a vain imagination. All right, because Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls God and Jesus Christ, they're going to establish their own kingdom with the nation of Israel here on the planet Earth, an everlasting kingdom for you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. And that's going to be a righteous, clean kingdom. It's not going to be no demonic, you know, technological kingdom like this, man. And once again, we know you people of this world, you find this cool. You know, you think the ancient world is old and boring, but the ancient world it was better than this world, man. Don't let this devil fool you with his technology, man. All right, this is all bullshit. And really, Yahweh Shai is above technology because spiritual power is stronger than technology. All right, and there's nothing wrong per se with technology. Technology could be used for good, but we have the devil in rulership. How could it be used for good when Proverbs 29:2 tells you when the wicked bear rule, the people are going to mourn? This man can't do no good. So he's fooling you people with these AI images, making it seem like he's going to create some green, better world. This man destroying the fucking world, man, with his technology. He's murdering the planet Earth and the people of the earth. All right, he does nothing but rape, rob, and murder. The scriptures tell you in John 10, the thief cometh not but to kill, to steal, and destroy. So you go ahead and believe this devil. All right, you people of this world, you go ahead with the transhumanism agenda and take your microchip implant, which is the RFID chip, the mark of the beast that the Bible mentions, and we see where you end up, man. We are waiting for the kingdom. We don't want no parts of this fucking world, man. And I laugh at shit like this, 2035. This devil is so proud, man. This devil is talking like he's going to have a everlasting kingdom on the earth through this fucking AI shit, man. And you got to excuse my language a bit. Let me look up that word artificial here in the etymology, because it's called artificial intelligence, right? It's from the late 14th century, not natural or spontaneous, from Old French artificial, from Latin artificialis, of or belonging to art, from artificium, a work of art, skill, theory, system, a craftsman, artist, master of art. So this man is nothing but an idolater, all right? This is nothing but high-level idolatry. Okay, idolatry meaning what? The creation of idols. The creation of a man making his own God, man. Creating a figurine or a statue. But in this case, through his technology, which has made him very proud, he believes, well, look, my idol can speak. It can listen. All right, because you can talk to the chat GPT. You could talk to these AI robots, and it will respond to you. It's still programmed by the devil, man. It doesn't have a natural response. It's artificial. All right, it's still nothing but an idol. And in the ancient world, you had the artificers. They would make idols. They were crafty. You know, they were very skilled. with their hands, right? They'll create a little statue, you know, be able to sculpt it. But guess what? The statue doesn't have no wisdom. All right, the wisdom belongs to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the God of knowledge. The scriptures, that's another title for the Most High, the God of knowledge. Intelligence comes from Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And ultimately, spiritual power, the righteous spiritual power, comes from the right hand of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, which is for good. And ultimately, it's for killing too, man. All right, we're going to use spiritual power to kill you damn devils, man. Especially in the kingdom of heaven, but even on this side. Because you're going to come against us with your robots, all right, with your technology and your weaponry, and the Lord's going to raise up a standard. The scriptures tell you that, Isaiah 59 and 16, if I'm not mistaken, or it's in the 59th chapter. It might be verse 20. But nevertheless, I'm going to read some of this article here. All right, that Netanyahu reveals AI vision for Gaza's transformation after Trump's Riviera call. All right, so these devils are speaking proudly. They just coming right out with their agendas. They're not hiding it no more. This new world order, these internet of things, smart cities, 15-minute cities. It's no longer conspiracy theory, man. If you still believe that these things are conspiracy theory, you're living in the dark. All right, you must be under a rock somewhere. Okay, you must be completely consumed by the bread and circuses that the so-called white man's been throwing out here, all the distractions of the entertainment. All right, because they're telling you, the Israeli prime minister, which, by the way, these people are not the real Jews according to the Bible, because if they were the real Jews, the one the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ would come and bring them a kingdom, and that's Acts 1 and 6. The kingdom would be restored unto them by Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, by the Most High and His Son. They're creating their own fucking kingdom, man. This is not the heavenly kingdom. The people of the world, this world is suffering. Proverbs 29 and 2. That's how you know for sure that the wicked is in rulership. Because people are suffering. The age of what they call it, the expected age, you know, the age you're supposed to die. It's slipping my mind, the actual how they call it. But you know, the age rate is going down. You know, how long you supposedly might live on this earth is dropping, man. Why is that? Because all the poison and all the destruction that the so-called white man is causing in earth. Here it is, they bombing over there. They destroying people, killing families to create an AI fucking vision city, man. You see what I mean? And that's not pride at its finest. The Israeli prime minister has shared a vision of what Gaza could look like in 2035. As it emerges the images that may have been shown to Donald Trump before he made his controversial announcement. All right, so they have their own vision. Okay, not the vision of the Holy Scriptures. The vision of the Holy Bible is that there's going to be a kingdom of heaven set up on earth by the Lord Yahweh Shai, by the will of Yahweh. It's going to be given to the nation of Israel. This is an everlasting righteous kingdom of peace. This is a kingdom in which the scriptures tell you there will be no war. So they're setting up their kingdom by war, but the kingdom of heaven is supposed to be about peace. So how does that make sense? They're destroying people in the lands, which, yeah, the Lord is going to destroy all you heathens, man. All right, but they're claiming that they're the Israelites, and they're claiming that they're establishing the kingdom of heaven on earth. But here it is, the kingdom of heaven on earth is supposed to be no war. All right, all weapons of war is supposed to be destroyed because we're supposed to have spiritual power. We're not going to need weapons. We're not going to need guns and missiles and grenades, all right, in our kingdom. You see, this is his own vision, man. This is his own bullshit. Matter of fact, let me get that. In Psalm, the 2nd chapter, it says, I'm going to start at 1. The reign of the Lord's anointed. I like how it says that. Who's the Lord's anointed? Ultimately, who's Yahweh's anointed? Yahweh Shai. Them people don't even believe in Yahweh Shai. Them people don't even believe in who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. The majority of them, I think it's like 80% of them, is non-messianic. So what the hell do they really believe? Who the hell is setting up their empire? It's Satan. That's who. They're not the Lord's people, man. They're Satan's people. They're the devil's people. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Right, all of this is a vain thing. When you look that up Let me see. I think it's in the NLT. Yep. Why are the nations so angry? Why do they waste their time with futile plans? See, this is a big waste of time. That's what vain means. It's for nothing. This thing is never going to come to pass, man. They're never going to be ruling in 2035, man. They're going to be in slavery. You want to know where you so-called white people, how the world is going to look in 2035? It's going to be a golden city in Jerusalem. Well, it's going to be currently getting built, all right, in the land of Israel by you Edomites, man, and you other heathen nations. You heathens are going to be in slavery. That's picture that. See, you're imagining a vain thing. Imagine the truth. Let's imagine what the Bible prophesies, man. Because that's the ultimate rebellion right now, what you fucking people are doing, man. You rebelling against the prophets and the visions of the Bible, but then you creating of AI generated of imagination, image, a vision. What kind of rebellion is this, man? See, you heathens, you need to be put down. You need to be put into slavery. You need to be destroyed and put into slavery. So, Matt, try to imagine that with your feeble minds, right? A world in which the so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American man is on top ruling, right? And you in slavery. You got chains around your neck and you working from sun up to sundown. Can you picture that? All right, that's the truth. What you imagine in this world of technology and cyborg human, that's all a vain thing. That's not going to come to pass, man. All right, the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed. So they taking counsel. They all in cahoots. All right, they all in agreement with each other. The new world order. And it don't matter if the people of the world are in agreement. It said the kings of the earth. And that's linking up with what? Revelation 17, how the kings of the earth committed fornication with the whore, which is Babylon the Great America. All right, it don't matter if the people don't want it or not. Does it matter what the fucking Chinaman, the gooks, Moabites over there in China feel about what the government is doing? No, it doesn't matter. That's why a lot of them be trying to come over here to this democracy. But what's going on where they from? They don't have a choice. They don't have no voice, man. They can't choose, oh, I want to do this, or I don't want to do this. No, man. Because the kings already made them decisions for you. And what is their decision? They taking counsel against the Lord. They rebelling against Yahweh Shemel Shah. They rebelling against his ways and his anointed. Who is his anointed? First and foremost, Yahweh Shai. But also his anointed is his people. All right, the Yahweh Shai is an Israelite, and so are we. All right, we of the same kin. You see, so you can understand. The children of Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's his anointed. Beginning with his first child, his first son, his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. They are against us. They're not for, this world is not for us. This AI world is not including you niggas, man. You know, you're living in a delusion just like the so-called white men. All right, this kingdom that they're creating is about rebelling against the Lord and his ways, man. And to basically disprove the Bible. That's what all their science is all about. All of this man's pride is coming from him trying to disprove that the Most High exists. You know, all his science, man, and his technology. Trying to make it, yeah, I'm above the Most High. Look what I created. Look, the Bible says idols can't speak. I made an idol that could speak. That's all this is about, man. This man is on a fucking mission to rebel against the Most High. And that's why, how do we know that? Because he was created to do that. All right, that's how we can say that. And that's why he's so dead set on it. That's why he can't even resist his own nature, because the Heavenly Father created him to be that. The devil, the word devil and Satan, the word devil first goes back to diablos in Greek, which means a slanderer or false accuser, which is essentially a liar. And then the word Satan, which is another title for the so-called white man, or as you know, people, you know, minus the Christian dogma, the Catholic dogma of Satan fighting against the Most High. No, man, but the actual angel, his name is adversary. So he's created to basically create a rebellion on the earth against the Most High, to be the Most High's adversary on the earth, not in the spirit world. In the spirit world, they all together, man. You can't, y'all people can't touch them in the spirit world. There's nothing going on up there where you people on the earth can influence what's going on. All right, that's a whole nother realm. You people don't even understand that realm. All you talk about is, like I said, the Catholic dogma, Dante's Inferno, hell, and none of that. You don't know none of that. You never been there. It's not even in the Bible. All right, you people made all that shit up, man. Mythology. That's nothing but mythology. When we talking about the actual scriptures, the Bible, Satan could be a Satan like men. In the Greek, Satanis, which is the people of Satan, the children of the devil, the so-called white man, Esau, Edom. He was created to be the way that he is, man. Period. Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So that was really the point. But that's going into how they basically divide and conquer the nation of Israel. All right, they break our bands asunder. Bands is what holds something together. You know, we are 12 tribes as a nation of people, but now we've been separated. We've been scattered in the earth. All right, you got the so-called Hispanics being told that they're closer to white people. The so-called black man, the Negro, African Americans being told you're African, and none of this is true. That's nothing but them breaking the bands asunder, cast away their cords from us. They completely weakened us by separating us, man. I don't mean to use this reference, but it's a good one. But you know, the Planet of the Apes, you had the Caesar monkey. He said he took one stick and he broke it on his leg. He said when you're one monkey, you know, you easy to break. In many words, he took a bundle of sticks and he trying to break it on his leg. It wouldn't break. And he said when we stick together, it's harder to break us. But there's truth to that. And these devils know that. All right. And that's why that's one of their greatest fears is that the 12 tribes come together, which is happening. All right. According to prophecy, Isaiah the 11th chapter. All right. In Zephaniah, it speaks about how the Most High will take Judah as a bow. As a bow and put the arrow of Ephraim in the bow, meaning bringing the tribes together. Ezekiel 37 goes all into that as well. The prophecies of the 12 tribes of Israel coming together. That's why we have the 12 tribe sign. So we know that these prophecies of the Bible is true because we see them coming to pass. This man bullshit vision of his kingdom, this is not the truth, man. This is not going to come to pass, and this is pride and rebellion against the Most High and his Son. Because there's already a vision of the future. There's already prophecies of a kingdom. But they're saying that's not true. They're saying the Bible is not true, but this man-made AI that I created is true. It's going to tell me the truth. You see how foolish this man is, man? You see why the scriptures say the pride of his heart has deceived him? I'm going to get all into that. But yeah, he unveiled a vision of the future. Blah, 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 following closely on the heels of Donald Trump. And we know this guy Trump, man, a.k.a. Emperor Nero, he's a big supporter of them gutter rats. So more than likely, yeah, they all are behind closed doors talking about this, right, etc., man. He said he shared a blueprint complete with striking CGI renderings proposing the transformation of Gaza into an urban oasis. This plan mirrors Trump ideas to convert Gaza into the Riviera of the Middle East, which the former U.S. president announced last week during a press conference with Netanyahu. I don't know why I said former. Not sure why I said former. He's the president. This article was published February 17th, 2025. Anyways, unless he's talking about Biden, I don't know. According to the Sun, speculation is rife that Trump may have been briefed on Netanyahu's AI enhanced vision of Gaza. A previous strategist for Netanyahu commented to the publication, I think it's been shown to Trump one way or another. So, right, they all are down for the New World Order. It just said the kings of the earth council together. We just read that. All right, so yeah, they all have a council to set up this AI world. All right, this cyborg society. And it's nothing but pride, man. Ultimately, it's nothing but pride because we just read it's a vain imagination, a futile plan because it's not what the Lord ultimately wants. It's not what the Lord prophesied by the mouth of his prophets, the Israelites, all right, in the Bible. It's not according to the Bible. So again, you people of this world, the Bible is written by men. Oh, we don't believe in the Bible. We believe in science. But this science is not true, man. This science is lies, and it's not going to come to pass. So you people are being fooled, man. You're being deceived. All right, Trump didn't wake up in the morning and come up with the idea. There would have been routes to this, probably from Israel. It was planted somehow. All right, the futuristic designs labeled Gaza 2035 potentially influencing Trump depict the area adorned with avant-garde skyscrapers and connected by a 132-mile railway to Neom. And you gotta, this is a key word right here. They depicted adorned with skyscrapers. Why is that in the so-called white man's spirit? Wherever he's setting up his cities and societies, he's always putting these tall ass buildings. And you never seen no other heathen nation do that in the ancient world. And why is that? I'm gonna read it. This is Obadiah 1. When you start at 1, this is a vision. Once again, a prophecy. Edom will be humbled. Edom, you so-called white people. This is about you Edomites, man. And let's just jump to verse 3. The pride of thine heart have deceived thee. All right, you are being deceived. You so-called white people, in your heart, which is your mind. Hebrew word is lab. All right, when in your heart, in your mind, the thoughts that you're having is all nothing but deception and lies. All right, it's not going to come to pass. You can believe it with all your heart and soul, Mr. White Man. It's not going to come. All right, because you're being proud. And we're going to get that definition of pride here in the scriptures, all right? It says, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. See? Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. When you deal with what? Caucasian people. That's another way that they call themselves, Caucasian. That word means cave dweller. That's where it comes from. Because at some point in time, and it really wasn't that long ago, when you look up the history of the wild man, if you do some Google searches and some reading on the wild man, you'll find out that that was a so-called white man. All right, and that wasn't that long ago. It's not a myth. It's not like the Sasquatch, you know, which that could be real. I'm just saying a myth as far as, let's say, for thousands of years, you know, people had this story about a big barefoot. You know, no, this was a real thing, man. These people was actually living in the caves. When you read the book, The 13th Tribe by Arthur, forget how you say his last name. But he wrote a book going into the Khazars, all right, the history of the Khazars, which were the Jewish converts, which is basically the people today in the land. All right, the people that's claiming to be Jews and are not, but do lie, according to Revelation 2:9 and 3:9. But when you deal with the history of those people, they was living in caves like cavemen. They are literally cavemen. All right, and they emerged out of the caves. They invaded the whole world. This is what has happened basically since the 1400s. All right, and then since they've done that, what do? They create these high habitations whose habitation is high. What are they doing? They're creating a world where it's basically like a simulation of caves all over the planet Earth with these skyscrapers. That's what these tall buildings are. It reminds them of the caves. It's in their spirit. It's naturally in their spirit to dwell inside of cement, if you will, because that's how they're creating these modern day caves. Rock, cement is basically the same thing. And they're dwelling up high. Their habitations is up high. They want to live on the 83rd penthouse suite, 83rd floor. Right? So it's in their spirit. This is all in their spirit because it's who they are. They can't, nobody can basically disassociate from who they are. There's a condition called, fuck is it called, man? Man, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically some form of imposter syndrome, you know, where they detaching from reality. All right, and that's basically what they have, where you're still an Edomite, but you don't want to believe you're an Edomite. All right, that's a better way to explain it. And just because you don't want to be an Edomite, it doesn't take you away from your spirit, which is that of an Edomite. You still have the same traits, characteristics, and thoughts. All right, and because you don't even want to accept it, it's something that has to do with that, man. Like, they're not accepting the truth, so they're basically creating a delusion in their own mind, and it actually makes them even more worse than just a person that just, well, yeah, I'm an Edomite, I'm going to embrace it. All right, they actually become worse and more degenerated, you see? And that's what you so-called white people are experiencing right now here in America and throughout the world, except for the elites, because they know there's certain higher-up elites that they know they're Edomites, so they live with it, they've accepted it, and they've actually embraced it with pride. Okay, they fully, in their full form, like Frieza and shit from Dragon Ball Z, they're in their full form of being an Edomite, their perfected form, or even a perfect cell. It said that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So this is also metaphoric, all right, not literally bringing him down to the floor, or not literally having a high habitation, but meaning in a high position of rulership, you know, in a high heaven, and saying, who's going to bring me out of this rulership? You know, who's going to take me down out of heaven? It said, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. And that's what happened. Once they started so-called going to space, well, they said they went to the moon. That was in 1969. Ever since then, this truth, beginning with Abba Bivens, who we believe is Elijah the prophet, according to Malachi 4:6. We believe that through faith. And once he got on the scene, you know, that was the end of this man's kingdom. His society started to fall, all right, during the 70s. So that was like the last great era of America. That's why even Trump, his whole slogan is what? Make America great again. So it's been a long time that this country hasn't been great. It's been on a constant decline, all right, and that's because pride, you can't sustain nothing off of pride, man. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 10, verse 12. The beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High. And that's a precept for what? Psalm 14:1. If I'm not mistaken, it said that the fool have said in his heart, there is no God. Okay, that's the beginning of a fool's journey, to say, well, the Most High doesn't exist. All right, there's proof of the Most High's existence in the existence itself, man. All right, it's really just that simple, where they say what? The proof is in the pudding. All right, just look around you. Just look at all the creation, and that proves that there is a creator. It's that simple, right? But to a fool, it's not that simple. To somebody who's proud, it's not that simple. His heart is turned away from his maker. So his mind is starting to depart from his maker, which is Yahweh Shemel. So this man is thinking, well, maybe I evolved. You know, maybe I evolved from soup, from a monkey, from whatever the fuck his theories are. Which those are the real conspiracy theories, right? The Big Bang theory, the evolution theory. Those are the real conspiracy theories. Everybody in the planet Earth knew the Most High was real until you so-called white people with your technology and your pseudoscience came on the scene, man, and shined this evil light in the world. Okay, for pride is the beginning of sin, and he that have it shall pour out abomination. And therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamities and overthrew them utterly. So your end is going to be destruction. All right, judgment by the Heavenly Father, because pride is not made for men. The scriptures also tell you that, verse 18, when you jump down, pride was not made for men, nor furious anger for them that are born of a woman. All right, it also says, why is earth and ashes proud? We're nothing but dust, man. We're nothing but grass to the Lord. So how can you be proud? All right, you so-called white people, man. That's a delusional state. For any human being to be proud is a state of delusion. Because the Lord could just snap his fingers and get rid of you, man, like Thanos. All right, he will do that. Well, that's the point. When you have pride, it said, is the beginning of sin. What is the wages of sin? Death. So you bring death upon yourself by pouring out abomination, doing the things that Yahweh Shemel Shah hates. What's a main abomination that I'm thinking about? The LGBTQ. And what did they have? The Pride Month. The so-called white man gave them a Pride Month. How stupid can you be? You never read about Sodom and Gomorrah, have you? All right, the first homosexual society recorded in the Bible. You must have not read that it was an example of what the Most High would do if you followed that path. All right, you didn't read that? But no, you people read it, but the problem is you don't believe it's true. But you believe AI robot. So the robot is fucking talking to you. And you believe what the robot is saying. But you don't believe the prophets of Yahweh Shemel Shai. That's why this destruction is going to come upon America and the so-called white man in his evil world, man. His evil kingdom. And yeah, you can think all you want, right? Psalms 49:1. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever and their dwelling places to all generations. They call their lands after their own names. See, you can think that. That's his inward thought. That's his heart. Who shall bring me down to the ground? They talking about 2035. They imagining these things afar off. They're imagining the year 3000, how the world is going to look. But they're thinking that it's their houses that's going to continue. All right? They're thinking that it's their creations, their artificial intelligence that's going to govern the world in the future. All right? That's all bullshit, man. It's going to be the Israelites that governs the world. Yahweh Shemel Shai and the Israelites that's going to govern this world. And yeah, we're not going to be as natural, men, so to speak, terrestrial men. We're going to be supernatural. All right? We're going to be a new creation, which is going to be an immortal human being. Yeah, we're going to still have hands and the bodily functions of a human being, but we're going to be everlasting and immortal, incorruptible. And that's something the so-called white man, he desires that. He really wants that badly. But he could never have that. It's not for him. It's a promise for the nation of Israel only. Through our Lord Yahweh Shai, who died for the sins of Israel. All right? Their houses, their corruptible bullshit is going to be destroyed. But that's his pride. There you go. It tells you how they think right there in the scriptures. It tells you, why is this man talking about 2035? How does he even know he's going to be here in 2035? Well, that's his inward thought. And just like it also tells you in Zechariah 14 and 12, how when that fire is going to burn them up, it tells you it's going to burn their eyes within their holes and their tongue was within their mouth. And that's going into their visions of the future and how they're speaking so proudly. All right, all of that's going to get burnt up in World War III, man. This war of Armageddon, nuclear destruction. All right, your kingdom is not going to be able to withstand nuclear destruction, man. Actually, that nuclear destruction was created by the will of Yahweh Shemel Shai to destroy your kingdom. So there's no way you're going to survive that. There's no way the so-called white man's world is going to live through the nuclear apocalypse. All right, that's the end of his rulership right there. And here you have Job 20. When you start at verse 5, it start at 4 actually. It says, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. So their little triumphing, their little time of rulership, it was a short one. It was short-lived. It was cruel. All right, it was a fucking nightmare, actually. All right, but it says it was but for a moment. And just like the Apostle Paul explained, that our afflictions that we suffer now is nothing to be compared to the joy that we're going to have in the kingdom, the joy and the glory that we're going to have in the kingdom of heaven. All right, the things that we see now are temporal. All right, Apostle Paul broke it down. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens and his head reach onto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. See? So though he's reaching his peak through his AI, his technology, all right, it's making him more excellent of a devil. And his head is reaching to the clouds, meaning his pride is so puffed up, man. This man's never been this proud before. When he was the Romans, when he was the Greeks, he's never been this proud before. But yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. So how does dung perish? Well, in the ancient world, you would bury it under the floor. You would have your paddle. You would bury it and cover it up, and it would then become fertilizer. All right, it would, how could you say it? It would be broken down. It would basically decay and become a part of the earth, just like a human body would as well. But now we flush it down the toilet. All right, you never see it again. You take a shit, you may look at it to make sure it's all healthy and your body is functioning properly. Then you flush it and you forget about it, man. And that's how his existence is going to be. The so-called white man's existence on this earth is going to be like you flushed a big doodle log down the toilet. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? Right? You're going to say, where is he? Where is that so-called white man at? And this is talking about ultimately in the kingdom of heaven. And after the 1,000 years of the kingdom of heaven being established and built up, we actually going to exterminate you Edomites, man. You're not even going to be a part of this world at all. So this man has an ultimate pride where he's even talking about the year 3050 and all of this stuff, but you're not even going to be here, nigga. You won't even be here. The Hamites will still be here, right? The Moabites, the other nations will still be here. But you Edomites, you're not going to be here at all. You're not going to enjoy the earth, period. And you're not even going to enjoy the earth for the 1,000 years that you're here. But you wouldn't even enjoy it to even at least look at it. Just to say, can I just look at it? Can I, after the kingdom of heaven is built and I did all this work, can I even just behold it? Can I even just be here to just observe it? Nope. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found. Yeah, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night, which is a nightmare. In which a nightmare, the word nightmare means demon. All right, a nighttime demon. So basically, this man is going to be genocided. All right, according to the Bible. And that's even in Obadiah. I didn't get there because I just wanted to hit the points. But when you jump all the way down to 18, it lets you know that there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. So all you got to look forward to is mass extermination. No AI kingdom for you. No everlasting life through transhumanism for you. Okay? All you got to look forward to, the day of the Lord in the future. This is the future. The Lord is going to come visit you by destruction, by judgment. And then you going into slavery for 1,000 years. And then after that, we're going to burn all of you up. That's your future. That's the only future that, and if AI ain't saying that, if AI is not showing you that, AI is lying to you. All right, you're being deceived by your own creation, which is, once again, idolatry. That's why the scriptures say that Esau is, there's no more profane and vain person than Esau. All right, because look what he's doing. He's created his own God to lie to him. All right, this man's a fool. Don't let him fool you. He's the fool. All right, he's the one that's a complete retard and an idiot. And even the so-called smartest in them, yeah, they may have certain knowledge on biology and stuff like that, but they can't put it to good use. All right, and ultimately what they have is the knowledge of wickedness, which is not wisdom, and the scriptures tell you that. So with that, I'm going to say, Kol Haloyim, La Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashem Rakak Wadash, IYALAM, the water, Tawab, Aman, and Shalom to the elect.